one, we have to talk about a movement called the Risorgimento. There is a cartoon here in which some important people that we have already mentioned at the beginning of this presentation are represented in this cartoon. It was soon discovered that the Italians were more interested in nationalism than in democracy. This became evident because they were not worried about rights, but they wanted to come back to the time in which Italy was the leading country in Europe. When was that time? Were two important moments in history. The first one, the times of the Roman Empire, and the second, more recently, until that time, which was the Renaissance or Renaissance. So they wanted Italy to come back to the glories of those days. So this movement, Risorgimento, meant the resurrection of the Italian spirit, which would restore the nation to the position of glorious leadership it had held in ancient times, as I told you, with the Roman Empire and during the age of the Renaissance. Obviously, that is the difference between the Italian unification and the German unification. In this case, the Italians were more interested in nation, in the glory of the nation. And in the Risorgimento, we are going to talk about three important men: Giuseppe Garibaldi, Mazzini, and Camillo di Cavour. The one who is completely different from the rest is Camillo di Cavour, because Giuseppe Garibaldi and Mazzini, well, maintained some resemblance. For example, Garibaldi was located in the south of Italy, and he was a military. At the time of the Risorgimento, he was retired, but he came back from retirement to start a campaign from the south to the north, a military campaign in order to unify Italy. Giuseppe Mazzini was not that different. He was a rebel, yes, because he was part of a secret organization called the Carbonari. This secret organization wanted to overthrow the Austrian government in the different kingdoms in Italy through revolutions. He participated in revolutions in 1820 and in 1830. And if you remember, in 1830 in France, there was the July Revolution. Well, it also happened in Italy. The main objective was to put down or to overthrow the Austrian governments in the Italian kingdoms. But this secret organization, the Carbonari, was defeated by the Austrians. So this organization was not successful. Mazzini was very intelligent at speaking. After the Carbonari, he formed a society called Young Italy. He urged people to revolt and expel foreign kings. He was very capable because he had the ability to stir people with speeches and writings, but he was not successful at all. The one who was completely different, as I told you, was Camillo di Cavour. He was far more practical. He didn't think in a revolution, but he thought how to expel the Austrians from Italy without a revolution or without a direct war, because he knew that Sardinia, his kingdom, would not be able to defeat the powerful Italian army. So remember this, please. Garibaldi and Mazzini had some resemblance, but they were different from Camillo di Cavour. And at this time, in the Risorgimento, there were three types of government that people thought about. That is to say, that these leaders thought for Italy. The young idealist, led by Giuseppe Mazzini, for example, wanted Italy to be a republic. Yes, to achieve this, of course, it was universally agreed that Italy must be joined in a single state. So they wanted Italy to be a republic. There was a different group also, they called religious-minded patriots, who believed that the most practicable solution would be to federate the states of Italy under the presidency of the Pope. Yes, the Pope, because he was the head of the Papal States. The majority of the moderate nationalists advocated a constitutional monarchy, and under this category, or under this thought, we can incorporate Camillo di Cavour, because this constitutional monarchy had to be built upon the foundations of the Kingdom of Sardinia, because Sardinia was the most important state and one of the independent states of Italy at that time.